Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for Friday's TTR Friday, in which we will cover all the latest news from the week from Newcastle United, of course, and have a bit of a laugh as well, because the two jokers are on the panel tonight. Alex is away to Poland for the weekend, but we are joined by, of course, Lady Sam and Billy. Good evening.
Good evening to all the Toon Review Massive and the Magpie Massive and all you fantastic, beautiful, very sweaty people out there in Viewerland.
Jesus Christ.
Hi.
Yeah, it is extremely very sweaty, people. It is. I've currently got the fan belting on me. I know, Sam, obviously you just up the road from me, so it's extremely warm where we are. Is Coventry under a heat wave as well, Billy?
It certainly is, yes. The sun is cracking the pavement as we speak.
Wow, cracking the pavement. Fried and egg stuff, eh?
Very warm.
Interesting. Well, thunderstorms for us tomorrow, Sam, apparently. So we'll have to see how that goes.
I was telling Billy you didn't believe us. I was like, yeah, we've got a weather warning. That's just a bit like Newcastle United, the weather. Like that.
It's crazy. Anyway, we have Trolls gifting 10 Toon Review memberships to start off the show. So thank you so much, Trolls. We have also got Chris and Evermore in the house, evening all. I've got more fans in my house than the Stadium of Light. Absolutely. It is roasting, but I mean, what are we like as Brits? You know what I mean? We love going on holiday. We love going into the sun. And as soon as it's hot in this country, it's like, oh, it's too warm. It's too warm. But you know what? I mean, I went to the gym this afternoon and because Susan had her induction. So I went in anyway. And after I came off the weights and I was sweating like a pig. So I thought, right, she's finishing our set off. So I'll go in the pool. I went in the pool. I came out, had a shower, etc. And I actually left the place wetter than I was when I was in the pool. It was absolutely bizarre. Pouring off me, but yeah.
Paul, man, it's different when you're on holiday, when you sat by the pool, you've got a nice cold beer or a cocktail in hand. Indeed. When you're doing your bloody housework or you're doing your day job, oh my God, it's horrendous.
Yeah, well, we were on the way to the gym this afternoon, and this old fella's like doing his lawn further down the street, and he looked like he was about to die. And I thought, well, why on earth have you chose today to cut your grass? You know, we're touching 29, 30 degrees here, and he's there pushing this big petrol bloody lawnmower. And I'm thinking, mate, I'm going to come back. There's going to be an ambulance outside your house. I mean, the sweat was dripping off him, and he must have been about 70 odd, bless him. But hey, you know, each to their own, I guess. But I think he'll be suffering a bit tonight doing that. But Jesus Christ. Anyway, have you been surfing today, Billy? Obviously, you know.
I've done a bit of surfing, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you might have.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
I ironed my shirt on a walk this morning, and everything's good.
Sorry, you ironed your shirt on a walk?
Yeah, so I'll get the shape right.
Wow. Fair enough. By the way, just a disclaimer to anybody that hasn't watched TTR Friday before. We do have a laugh on this show on a Friday night. It's less serious to the ones that we do during the week, but we do have our rants and moans. You know, Sam will have a wine and Billy's beef and things like that. So if you are easily offended, then I don't think you should watch, especially when we do have Sam and Billy on the show, because, well, their humour goes to no bounds on a Friday night. It has to be said. But we'll obviously cover a bit of Newcastle United news as well, even though some people have a dig at this channel these days for putting new shows out. But hey, what can you do? You know, I mean, I've been called a clown and everything today. It's ridiculous. But is there a conspiracy going on is the question. Is somebody being a bit naughty out there? Jealousy burns sometimes, doesn't it, guys? It burns like a hot poker.
Hey, you could be like Praro, and I could be like
Angela. You can't be Miss Marple. No, you can't. You'll have to be one of the Chinese angels.
No, I want to be Angela Lansbury, Jessica.
She's about 93.
From Murder, She Wrote. Oh my God, I love her. I love Murder, She Wrote. It's not even a guilty pleasure.
Did you know that Angela Lansbury's uncle was the leader of the Labour Party in 1932.
No way.
You know.
Wow. Do you know what? I was in a car accident once and I was laid up for about 3 months. This was like before you had mobile phones and all that stuff. And I ended up watching loads of Murder, She Wrote on the telly. I found her online, her home address, and I wrote to her to tell her about my situation and how much I loved her. She wrote me back and sent me an autographed photo of herself.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
I think she ended up with a dame, didn't she? I think she got a damehood in the end, and quite likely too.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I don't think she's got a good look.
She once snogged Elvis Presley.
See? So
now, Billy, where do you get this information from?
On a film. It was on one of the, I can't think of the film it was. It was on one of the films she did.
Yes, you're right. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Why on earth are we getting into this conversation? But it is Friday. I mean, I've got no idea where we'll go, to be honest.
You did just give it the disclaimer, so.
I did, which is fair enough. Chris says, if you're investigating, can you find where all the signings are? Oh, don't get me started on that, honestly.
I should put the talent to better use. If I can find a celebrity's home address, then I should put it to better use. Apologies.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't know, quite frankly, when there's going to be a new signing. We have a feeling we know. I've said this many times, that it's probably going to be towards the PSR deadline / early July. Even though, we put news shows out on here, we get accused of putting hysteria and panic into the fan base. I did a video yesterday, which I took down because I watched it back and I thought, I can't be arsed with that. And I took it down. Because some of the comments we were getting just like, we are not influencers on this channel, I hate that word anyway, an influencer, because from what I gather, most of the TTR crowd are very mature and have brain cells, right? And they know for a fact that they have their own feelings on the transfer window. We don't need to shout out, oh, we haven't got a transfer. Let's create panic in the fan base, which is truly remarkable. I mean, there was one comment on my video yesterday saying that Sam are quite, it said, Paul, you obviously fancy Sam because you call her Lady Sam. Why don't you just call her Sam?
Wow. Really?
I mean, it beggars belief. And the abuse today that I've received from today's video has been quite crazy, to the point where we've had a discussion in the mod group and in the family chat, Toon Review. And you know what? If you don't like what we put out, right, don't watch. I mean, this is where your brain cells come in. Those people that just decide to watch and make a stupid comment, don't watch it. And what's happened is there's been a lot of comments saying, "Oh, Paul, you repeat yourself so many times during a video." So I want to address. Sorry, Billy.
What did you just say?
Fuck off.
He's trying to be serious, man. Billy's having a moment.
No. It's just something I need to clear up because obviously we've had a real influx of subscribers lately, so people might not know. I have Parkinson's disease, okay? And when I do videos, right, I might repeat myself a couple of times because in my own head, I haven't said it, okay? That's why sometimes I will repeat myself on a video. Does it really hurt you when you're watching it that I repeated a couple of times? Oh, Paul, you did a 16-minute video and it could have been about 9 minutes. Big deal. I mean, does it really, really hurt you that you've got an extra 5 minutes out of it? Dear me. I basically suffer an illness that I can't do anything about. But I'm still sitting here trying to put out content for the proper viewers of this channel who enjoy it. And the crap that I've received today has been sensational, honestly. But now the mods are simply just going to take those comments away. So you're wasting your time. If you're going to abuse me, then just, it's a waste of your time. And the mods will just delete it anyway. So it's pointless. It's a moot point, basically. And It's ridiculous. I mean, I know you're always going to get the haters, and the bigger we grow as a channel, the haters will come and all that, all of that kind of thing. The haters will come. That's just part of what we do. But when you make it personal, it's not right, man. It isn't right. So basically, they'll just get removed. So you're wasting your own time. And I know it's pissed a lot of people off in the Toon review today. All we do is, Chris and Evermore's in the chat as well, and he's had a bit of comeback on his videos as well. We don't put videos out to clickbait or anything like that. All we do is, and I'm sitting doing the news videos, I'm reading what's been said in the press to discuss everything with you guys. That's all it is. It's a discussion. Like you used to have in the pub before all this social media malarkey came along. It's just simply a discussion about what's written in the papers about Newcastle United. Rashford on loan was mentioned by numerous outlets today, not just one. It wasn't clickbait, nothing like that. It was there in the news in front of me that we're thinking about going for a loan. Should we be able to do a deal on the wages? What is wrong with putting that out? I mean, am I missing something, guys? Because I don't understand what if we can't do content like that, then what is the point of doing this channel?
Because the vast majority aren't like that, are they?
Well, no, of course
not. The vast majority is. I mean, you're looking at a point something, zero something of people that like the shit. Then it's the 99.99% of the people that watch it and are members and are subscribers and just viewers love it. So you cater for the majority, and as the vast majorities are likers and supporters.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what? I know. Like, honestly, like I get hurt by it, and you know that, Paul. I have my little rants to you privately on it because it is really upsetting, and I would love to be the bigger person and think, you're nothing. I don't know you. You're saying absolute rubbish and stuff like that. But it is hurtful when you get stuff like that. People do have feelings, but do you know what? This community's class. It's mint. We all chat together, we all share opinions, and as for inciting hysteria into the Newcastle United fan base, all we actually do is talk about things, whether we think it's ludicrous or not, that have been reported within the media. So that's the platform that we discuss. We don't make stuff up out of thin air. These are sources which we 9 times out of 10 actually reference when we talk about things. We get your opinions on, we read your comments out, and then we have a debate. And Paul, you hit the nail on the head. It's like having a chat with your mates before the pub. Like that's what we all used to do before we all returned to this social media type of thing. So it's really sad. But do you know what, Paul? We've got so much to be proud of here, mate. And you started that. So
yeah, listen, I'm proud of what we've built, and I'm proud of you guys, and I'm proud of everybody associated with the Toon Review. And 99.9% of people that watch this channel are wonderful, wonderful people. We have basically created a fantastic family environment on this channel, and that's what I set out to do. And it's great that we can talk about the football club that we love on here. And just, I mean, one person commented today saying that, I'm sick of the rants on this channel. I'm sick of watching and all of this. Why the hell did you comment that? Just go away. Just go away. And mentioned about me rant. Today's video was not a rant. It was a piss take against the media and laughing at some of the comments that they put about Isak. And clearly, they haven't watched the channel very long because they clearly don't know what Paul rants are. If they'd seen a real Paul rant, they would understand that. I haven't had a real rant for a long time, and I haven't had a reason to. So you know what it is.
Can we make a rant scale and like all of the community can get involved, and we can all put like a rant scale in? We should do that.
Yeah, why not? Why not? But
on a scale of 0 to nuclear, where is Paul today?
I mean, I've and I'm thinking, you absolute tosspot of a bell end. You don't know what a rant is. Clearly,
Wolves 2022 was the last rant, I would imagine. Proper rant.
Well, that was your fault as well, Billy. To be honest,
I weren't playing.
no, you weren't playing, but
partly at fault, yes.
You were partly at fault for not offering your mate, who you knew was coming down your end of the neck of the woods, a reason to get off the M6 toll and not have to pay the ridiculous charges, and then have a bacon sarnie and avoid all the downpour of rain before heading to Wolverhampton. But you didn't.
I was thinking about it, and it's the thought that counts.
Oh, it is.
It is, absolutely. Anyway, Darren Glasper is a new member. I do apologise if I mispronounced something tonight, because I've got new contact lenses in, and things are a bit blurry in front of me because I need reading glasses when I've got them in. And but if I put my reading glasses on, my eyes go like 50 times bigger than what they actually are. And I kind of look like a blowfish. So that ain't happening. Dan Robinson with a super chat saying, I've been moving home today. I'm nearly dead. Oh, God almighty.
What a day to move house, mate.
Absolutely, mate. Hope it's gone well, but you will be rather sweaty today. Jules with a super chat. Thanks, mate. Some Liverpool fans is going to need therapy when Isak hasn't gone to them. Yeah, we're going to come on to that. Jules has also been a member for 41 months now on the channel. Jules was one of my earliest subscribers, and he's stuck with me for years. Hope we go hard in for João Pedro. Don't mention going hard in on a Friday night when Billy and Sam are on the show. Michael McIntyre with a super sticker. Thank you, Michael. Ian Toon Trader. Good evening, buddy. 39+K peeps. Love you being a clown, Paul. Monumental bell ends. Don't change. Thank you. We got a super chat from Toon Assassin. Paul, stop panicking, you parrot. You twat. Van Bulo with a super chat. Fantastic show, peeps. Abuse is jealousy. Well, we do have a little inclination that there's a little bit of skullduggery happening around the YouTube world. Dan with another super chat. Paul, how dare you make videos and not cater exclusively to my taste and preferences? Don't you know how important I am? I am a random internet guy. Class.
Well played.
Jabba Dabba Do one with the super chat. Isak don't want Liverpool. He has since he don't want to help from VAR. He's a natural striker and legitimate player that we got and admired. Johnny NUFC, member for 21 months. Thanks, buddy. Feck them, Paul, mate. We all love this channel. Best around TTR. Thanks, bud. Luke, who's been a member for 33 months on the channel. Paul, I must admit, I've been so disappointed with you recently and all that nonsense clickbait. We are not amused. Johnny back with a super chat says, me and my son went today to get our Toon tops, Champions League badge and all. Nice.
Well, I bet that cost a bit.
Nice. We'll come on to tops in a moment because I'm sure that's a interesting conversation. Toon Dave, member for 41 months on the channel. Wow. God, I missed the £6.10 rants.
You've gone very quiet, Paul. Your mic's gone funny. You've gone quiet.
What?
That's better.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, you're back.
Dodgy connection in the back of my mic. You know, you pay a fortune for. Is it working?
It is when you get really close to it. If you move around a bit, it starts going a bit faint.
How about that?
Oh my God! Please stop immediately.
No,
it's moved again. It stopped again. Wait. That's why you keep repeating yourself, I reckon.
Fuck off, Billy. There's people keep commenting saying, "Oh, I need a whatever it is, a thing on me." I've got one.
Oh, yeah.
It's there. The black sponge.
No. They mean the guard. There's a guard that you can get.
No, it's a like you can get a guard or a sponge. Mine's a sponge.
No. Maybe you need a guard.
I'm not getting a guard. Martin Watson, member for 30 months on the channel. 30 months and still enjoying the shows. Thank you, Martin. Martin Suter, a member for 13 months, I think that says. I for one, love being part of this channel, having good laugh with all the TTR. Keep up the good work. Steve is a new member. Graham Sinclair with a super chat. Best way to spend my 51st birthday and wine.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Graham. Hope you've had a cracker, matey. Mr. Spoons, Toon Trader, back again with a super chat. Show the new subs you getting a kiss off a giraffe. Ian, stick that up your backside. Anyway, let's talk about the shirts, shall we? So, Sam, what's your thoughts on that?
I know we've talked about this. It's offending my eyes. I don't want to see it again. Please take it down. Please take it down immediately.
I like repeating myself, so come on.
That was quite funny for you. Yeah, I absolutely despise it. I don't know what these sort of like radius radio waves ripples are. It just has no connection to what we are as a fan base. I know that we're honing in and tapping the door to that Saudi green again, but geez, can we not exercise some creativity, please, Adidas? Christ alive, it's crap.
I don't think it's down to Adidas. I think it's down to the owners. I really do.
Really?
I do as well. I think it's got. Really I think there's something in there saying that they've got to have a Saudi green one.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen the potential third kit?
The third kit is a thing of beauty.
Do you like the shield though on the badge, Billy? I'm not. Somebody did on the Facebook group. Somebody did a revamp of it with the badge that we've currently got on our third strip. You know, the NUF and the C curl.
Yeah, the white one. Yeah,
in the orange, and it looked really good. I have to say, it looked really nice.
Have you got a picture to put up?
I haven't got a picture of it. Hang on a minute.
You're so unprepared, Paul. I like the badge because it's a tip of the cap to the retro version. I think it was at the 98-99 kit that it's having a bit of a homage to. But that's the reference to it, though. That's the reference. So I like a little bit of historical reference with the kits, but it's far better. I like the color. It looks like it's got like a bit of a spot varnished like stripe in it, which is really a nice touch. Yeah. I'm not crazy about a V-neck, boy.
But it's got the Adidas trefoil on it, so it's a classic kit.
Yes, it does.
Qualified one this year, did we?
Yeah, that's the thing. We've got that now.
Here it is. There you go.
I love that.
Well, yeah, I do as well. And I actually put out on X yesterday that I think this should be our away kit.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
But the problem is, there's a lot of teams play in similar colours as their home shirts, don't they? So that there's going to be a lot of clashes, which means we'll eventually play in the fucking green anyway.
Okay, a quick question, Paul. Does the green one have the trefoil Adidas logo on it? Because that's really historic. I don't know if any. Yeah, no, standard. So for me, if anybody is not aware, you've got to be classed as an elite club by Adidas in order to be branded with their trefoil logo. We've achieved that now. That's massive for us, and we stick it on our third kit for the first season. Yeah, that wasted opportunity for me, but I reckon, no doubt in my mind, that'll sell way more than that puke Shrek green shit.
The green thing reminds me of a West German away kit. A West German of the 80s away top.
Yes, I remember that, Billy. I've just seen a comment saying the blue is worse than the green. Please tell me you're colorblind or something like that, because I cannot take that comment seriously. I just...
That's his choice. If he likes, some people like the colour green, don't they?
Well, I know, Billy, but there's green and there's green. You know what I mean? Trolls with a super chat. How to get in shape? Go to Sunderland in a Toon top and a burning one on a stick. Now, Trolls has gone on to say that he messed that up. So I don't know what he's trying to say.
Oh, yeah, he read it out just to embarrass him. That was kind.
Well, I have to, really. It's a super chat, so I'm not going to ignore it. He's had a castor. Barbara Fye, member for 40 months now. Thank you, Barbs. Hi, Paul, Billy, and the beautiful lady, Sam. Never mind the idiots, Paul. You have the best YouTube football channel on the planet. Just love it. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say, Barbs. Stephen Lofthouse with the super chat. Thank you very much. No comment there. Johnny NUFC says, tried the pro shirt and it didn't fit me at all. Do you know, I've had a few comments like that saying that the pro shirts are a little bit different fitting to what the normal replica ones are. Because, you know, Billy, I mean, normally you're an 8XL, but you get into a 4XL on the home shirt.
No, I'm not an 8XL, by the way. I've told him a million times not to exaggerate. Certainly not an 8XL, but the pro shirts only go up to 2XL, don't they?
I don't know, mate, do they?
You're not telling me that Dan Burn's a fucking 2XL. Absolutely no.
Well, this was my point last season, wasn't it? When I did have a little bit of a rant about the shirts and how they can get a shirt to fit Dan Burn. But was it 2 years ago when the Castor one came out? And it was still a little bit tight at 5XL on certain people. So, that was a little bit puzzling. By the way, I tried to make people laugh there saying that Billy was an 8XL, but even Billy didn't click onto it. Unbelievable.
I told you a million times not to exaggerate.
No, I think Billy's talking about his nether regions. So we will swiftly...
I'm too pure of heart and mind to have got that. That's why.
The only place I'm a fucking medium is there.
Don't you come more clean, Samantha Bradley, because of, we remember the St. Maximin towel comment.
I cringe when
you'd had rather quite a lot to drink. Yeah. Trolls with another super chat. Okay, let's see how to get in shape, wear a Toon top and have a burning Mackem shirt on a stick.
Right.
There you go. Thank you, Jules. Tarek with a membership for 32 months now. Thank you, mate. Evening, Sam, Paul, and Billy, as well as the TTR family. Hope everyone has had a wonderful day today. P.S. Green top is horrid. Graham Sinclair with a super chat saying there's green and there's Hankin green.
Hankin. I haven't heard that in ages. It's Hankin like.
I don't think I've ever heard Hankin. I've heard a honkin. Yeah, Hankin. But I've never Hankin. By the way, can I just say, I am sweating like a moose here. I am sweating like a fat woman in Greg's. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Medler with a super chat saying, testing to see if my comment gets read out. Well, all super chats get read out, matey, because they flash in front of me. Let's not go down that road again. Right, so let's talk about the Isak situation because simply we have to, because we're a Newcastle United channel. Isak is consistently been linked with Liverpool. What's your thoughts been, Sam, in the last couple of days with regards to this Isak story? Because more and more the big media are picking it up and running with it. May I say Southern media? Yeah.
Do you want to just roll my little bit for Sam's wine?
Hell yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sam's wine. When I find... There we go.
Oh, my God. What is that? It's sweeter than molasses. Shit got gliss on my wrist like a maverick. Bitch with some baggage.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sam's wine.
So, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy talk sport. I know a lot of our fan base feel that they don't speak very highly of us, but they put a video out yesterday, and it was something about Newcastle being urged to sell Isak so they can use the money to challenge for the title. I just found it so contradictory and interwoven into this media narrative that's been created seemingly out of thin air after several televised videos of Isak himself saying how happy he is at the club and all of this. They had no idea how long his contract was either. And what I was really surprised about is the fans who came on that show, Newcastle fans, were like, do you know what? Our team doesn't depend on Isak.
Right.
Let him go.
I don't think they were Newcastle fans, Sam, to be honest. I think TalkSport had just basically prepped that.
Honestly, my jaw was to the floor, and I thought, you buggers, you're on here representing Newcastle United. I'm dumbfounded by that type of statement. Take Isak's contributions away from this season. Let's everybody play a little mental game here. Take away his contributions and what he's done. Where would we be? We certainly wouldn't be in the position that we are. And the entitlement that it's almost a given that he would want to go. And they'll say, oh, well, he'll just put in a transfer if they don't want to sell. He'll just put in a transfer request and he'll just go. It's driving me up the wall, but it's almost like it's part of this media thing to put other teams off. They're the ones causing hysteria in fan bases. Big media, not channels like this, not YouTubers who are real fans having real opinions. We research this stuff. We're the true fan base, and you're spouting shit like this.
Yeah,
fuck off.
Well done, Sam.
Yeah, I agree.
I genuinely believe that they were not. No proper Newcastle United fan would actually say that. I'd be really surprised if they did. They have an agenda. We all know that TalkSport have an agenda to get the best players to the cartel clubs. It's blatantly there in front of everybody's eyes every single day of the week. The way they put out the crap that they do on a daily basis regarding our players. The club is so disrespected by TalkSport, and the problem is, I don't think we're going to see any change. I think this is what we've got for years to come. Nobody's showing us respect from where we should be getting respect.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening already with the Sunderland fans, and I'm sure we'll come on to that bit of news as well. But everything around the political issues, it's like, I'm sorry, has anybody looked at the other cartel clubs and their connections to their business owners? And the likes of Sunderland themselves, the fans come out of the woodwork all the time to speak about blood money and oil money and all of this, but actually selling 45% of a subsidiary company to Newcastle United PIF company. But no, that's the part that you don't realize. That's the part because you as a fan base look at surface level information that's going to fit in with whatever you want to spout. Honestly, it's driving me nuts. So buckle up, everybody, because it's going to get worse with Sunderland in the Prem now too.
Lewis says, I will always second guess a fan who hasn't got an accent from the region the team plays in. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but when it comes to things like TalkSport, you have to.
Do you know what? I have a little bit of unconscious bias about this as well, because I listened to them and I was like, hey, are you actually fans? Give me some proof here. Did they
have Geordie accents, though? Did they have Geordie accents?
No, they didn't.
No. But that's not to say, but I mean, look, Stat was in the chat and I think he got a bit riled by that comment, but I know exactly what Lewis is trying to say. You know, you do question it because they don't have Geordie accents and you're thinking they're coming out with so much crap. And certainly not something that a proper Newcastle fan would say. Whether they have a Geordie accent or not, if they were a proper fan, I don't think for 1 second that they say that about Isak. I can't get my head around that kind of stuff.
Would we let him go?
No. Listen, the fact, the only true fact we have is that the chairman said he's going nowhere. It'd take £150 million offer just to get us to the table. And that means we're going to sell him for probably something. If we're going to sell him, it would take 180 to 200 million pounds. Yeah. Who's paying that? Nobody. And
he said that on camera, Billy. You know, he's not
on camera. He's a man of principle and word. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. It's the usual bullshitters like Alex Crook and his mate, whatever, I can't remember his name.
Graham Bailey.
Graham Bailey, yeah. Stato's favourite two reporters in the world. You know, it just. But you said earlier on in your rant, Sam, on your wine, that the player himself has said numerous times how happy he is at Newcastle United, and he's looking forward to playing in the Champions League next season. However, do I think Isak will spend the rest of his career at Newcastle? No, I don't. And I think he will go on to one of the giants in football, i.e. a Madrid or a Barcelona, etc. But we have to love him while he's here. And of course we all love him. And these idiots putting all that crap out, I mean, I don't know whether you saw my video earlier on today. I was putting up the comments. There was one comment that was made in the Mirror that suggested that because Alexander Isak had said that he's good friends with Odegaard from the days at Sociedad. I think they played a season together there and struck up a really good friendship. The Mirror then decided that sways the transfer in Arsenal's favour. And I'm thinking, there's no transfer to be done here at all. It's ludicrous.
It is.
No one can afford it. No one can afford it. Simple as that.
Yeah. And just to clarify as well, the whole, I'm being very transparent here. I did have unconscious bias when I heard the accents of those so-called fans who called into TalkSport. But the reason why that kicked in, I know we've got a global fan base. We've got fans all over the world. And I love that. I've always been an advocate of that. And I don't care if you joined at the takeover or you've been a lifetime supporter because your dad used to take you. I'm not bothered about that. But for me, it was because it seemed so incongruent with everything that we know as a fan base. That
is a big word for a Friday night, by the way.
Sorry, lads, but it is. It just seemed very odd that I've got, you know, Newcastle fans on a national radio that support the cartel constantly, who then say they wouldn't mind if Isak left it. He's not pivotal to our team. That's where the unconscious bias kicked in. So I just want to make sure that's clear.
I mean, I want to talk a conspiracy theory now as well. Anyone notice?
What, Billy? What a conspiracy theory? A
conspiracy theory. Yeah, that's hard for me to say. The 4 members of the Cartel 6 that are in European Champions League football this year have all been linked with him. The only 2 that haven't are the 2 that, well, Spurs have, but he ain't going to go to Spurs. Man United haven't been linked with him. Or have they? They may have been, actually. But they ain't going there. But he's been pushing pillar to post from Arsenal to Chelsea to Man City to Liverpool. They're just trying it with all 4 of them. It's ridiculous. It's absolute bollocks just trying to unsettle a player. That's all it is.
Yeah. It is. It's just to unsettle him. And Chris comes up with a good point. You know, does that mean we'll sign Odegaard then? You know, why is it never the other way around? You know, why is it not, Odegaard's good friends with Isak, so it swings. If Newcastle go in for Odegaard, that could swing the deal their way. You never hear them say that, though, do you? Because it's just...
Get him closer to home, innit? Get him close to home.
Indeed. Couple more super chats. Michael McIntyre says, hi, Paul, can you play some Rory Gallagher?
No.
Who's Rory Gallagher?
Some bloke in the 70s.
No.
Okay. Anth Dawson, a member for 3 months, says, even all late to the party, still feels like 5,000 degrees, but rehydrating with cans accordingly. Keep up the good work. You get them cans down here, buddy. Marcus with a super chat. Evening all. Thoughts on next season walkout music? Should it go back to the classical O Fortuna? Keep up the good work on the daily shows, Paul. Thanks, mate. Listen, the walkout music for me should always be Local Hero, right? That is the established walkout music when they come out the tunnel. What I do think should change is the music leading up to the game. Instead of the dull that they play, get a bit of AC/DC on, get a bit of, you know, real music to get the hairs standing up and ready for the game, get the fans going. You know,
cheap.
Well, honestly, Billy, sometimes, you know, I'm sitting in that ground before kickoff and I'm thinking you may as well play the bloody Birdie song because it just, the music, and I get the blading races, but play that when they come on for the second half, right? And I'm sick of the Hey Jude one because that's got nothing to do with Newcastle United. All it says Geordie's at the end instead of Jude. But just play some real up, like AC/DC, Thunderstruck. Why not play that? You know, that's a bit of music that will get you going. A bit of Metallica or something. You know, just
loving this. Yes.
I mean, come on, just get the.
We're not a fan base of fucking Grebos, are we? Let's have the jam on. Let's have mods on. Let's have the Beatles, the mods.
Well, the fucking Beatles. What? No, now listen, the Beatles are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But what music did the Beatles play that would get you really ready for a football match?
Yellow Submarine.
The fact that you took Yellow Submarine. The fact it took you so long to answer there answers my question, Billy.
Helter Skelter.
Shut up, man. Honestly, yeah,
I want to hold your hand.
Do you know what, though? I watched a clip on, I think it might have been TikTok not long ago. It was a college American football game, right? And they played Metallica before the players came out. And it was the, what's it called? Sam, help me out here.
Seek and Destroy, or
no, the where that intro is just magnificent. I can't. It's gone out of my head.
Master of Puppets.
No, it's my favourite bloody song, and I can't think of it. My mind's gone blank.
Is it?
It's one of my favourites that I like to put on in the car and blast out loud.
Out of My Life by Michael Jackson.
Billy, honestly, if you've got nothing sensible to say, just shut up.
Is it 7 Tears by the Green Bay Dance Band?
Enter Sandman, that's it. Enter Sandman. You know, and they played that before they came out, and the whole crowd was up and they were bouncing, and it was an incredible atmosphere. And this was college football, by the way.
Because it's the type of music that gets the blood.
Exactly. There was about 50,000 fans in the ground, and it was, you know, the players, you could see the players ready to come out in the tunnel listening to this. The opposition were already out, and, you know, it created just an incredible atmosphere that the crowd are right behind you. I implore you, Newcastle, do something like that instead of the birdie fucking song and everything else that you play. Get them off the seats, man.
Put the animals
on. They need it.
Put the animals on. They're Geordie band.
Well, no, Billy, I know you're not a big fan of that guy, the DJ. What's he called? DJ Shaq.
The Arsenal supporter. No, absolutely not.
But he did a set before the semi-final in the Carabao a couple of years ago, and it was brilliant because he played all the right music to get the crowd going. And it worked a treat. And I just think it has to be something like that. I mean, can you imagine the players standing in the tunnel ready to come out and like, na Geordies.
Great song, isn't it? What's a song?
It is a great song, Billy, but it's not the type of song you want when you wait to come out. And
I understand that.
From my ice hockey days, they used to turn all the lights off in the ice rink, and they used to play some real pumping music that we could hear in the dressing room before we came out onto the ice. And when we came onto the ice, the lights were still out. There was spotlights going everywhere, and the music was bouncing. It was the type of music that got you really, really revved up for the game.
Chris at Evermore's just suggested Immigrant Song. Yes, love Led Zeppelin. We've had some Metallica and Guns N' Roses suggested. Love it.
Welcome to the jungle, you know, the jungle of Geordies, all of that kind of stuff.
I'll be seeing them this week, Monday.
Paradise City.
Yes. Paradise City, take me home. Anyway, I thought that was quite a good impersonation there.
It was awful.
Of who?
The lead singer of Axl Rose.
Has he been shot?
Right, Nick off. You kind of knew exactly what I was trying to do there. It wasn't the greatest impersonation of a singer because he's got a really incredible voice.
He hasn't.
Very different to a lot of people. Chaos Sky with a super chat. Hey everyone, big fan. Also made personal logos for you. Personal logos. Oh, my diabetes alarm's going off.
Oh.
Get some sugar down.
I can't read what my reading is because I can't fucking see me.
Oh my goodness, Susan!
Oh, hang on. I'm all right. Hang on. Talk among yourselves.
Play the Billy's fucking beef because I've got one.
Oh,
just to tell me it's lost connection with me sensor, so I just need to.
Let's all not panic.
There we go. Anyway, did you say, hang on, I've got a few more super chats to go through, Billy. Don't you just love going live? Anything happens on a live show. Jamie Toon Till I Die, who's been a member now for 9 months, says there, the cartel can't accept that we have the best young talent in Europe. Johnny with another super chat, Pro Tops, show my love handles.
Bad tailoring.
Indeed.
I think they show mine as well, to be fair. And my bingo wings.
Well, Billy, if you have to iron things with a wok to get the right shape, then yes.
To get that shirt on, I think I'd have to iron it on a fucking dustbin.
Good God. Emma's a renewed member. Thank you, Emma. Welcome back to Members Club. I like coffee with a super chat. Of course, one of our mods. Celebrating my birthday today with my favorite YouTube channel. Blowing out candles and praying NUFC deliver us that big transfer signing soon. Emma with a super chat says, my hubby said if the green kit is the away kit, we will be a breath of minty air, and that will be minties instead of the magpie pie. We don't like it. Well, nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. Jens with a super chat. Get some techno prodigy before.
The prodigy, yes. Voodoo people, smack my bitch up, fire starter. What a shout. Yes.
The loudest noise I've ever heard. The loudest noise I've ever heard when I saw the prodigy at Nebworth. Could hear the bass for 4 days after. They were the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You get the feeling now, everybody that's watching, all our viewers, as to why Sam was such a wild child, and still has that crazy inner wild child's still there.
Outer space, find another place. Great tune.
Yeah.
I'm coming out from another dimension. I'm coming out from another dimension. Pay no attention. Sorry, just got carried away there.
I was here for it.
I don't know whether I was here for it or not.
It.
I have no idea what Billy's just come out with.
They were loud and they were scary. They put a stage on as well. And I can't remember, Keith Flint and the black fella, is his name Leroy or Levi or something like that?
Levi.
They were all made up, and Christ almighty, they looked horrific. But it's a great set.
I saw them at the Metro Arena. Remember that, Peeps, the old name? Metro Arena. They did the circus show.
The old Metro Arena. Anyway, can I have permission to move on now after you two reminiscing about crazy punk shit? Indeed. Stephen Lofthouse with the super chat says, forgot to put my message in. Lol. Meant to say, some people are idiots. Love the channel. Got both my feet in casts. Your channel keeps me going. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Tonks or Tanks. I can't see because my eyes are blurry. Member for 6 months, I think. It might be more. A spat of Jimmy Nail crocodile shoes. Evening, everyone. Listen, the great Jimmy Nail, who sang, of course, what I class as the takeover song, Big River, which I have performed on this channel. And I love that song, and that will forever be etched in my mind as the takeover song. No doubt about that.
I love Jimmy Nail.
All right, Billy, get a room.
Body, man. Oh, in shite.
Billy is talking, obviously. Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. Jens with another super chat saying, love you, Sam. Diesel power. Breathe.
Yes. Omen as well. That's class. Oh.
Yeah. Michael McIntyre with another super chat. Lady Sam, RG the best. RG the best?
Don't know. Take it, though.
Tina Turner wrote a song for me once, called The Best.
Tina Turner wrote a song called The Best?
Hey, by the way, just a little bit off topic here, but do you guys know what you call a well-known moose?
What? Is this a joke?
It's going to be a joke. Yeah, no, we don't. Go on.
Famous.
Is it Christmas yet? That's a cracker.
I thought that was really funny, actually. But
Did you? Did you? I don't feel like you teed it up very well as a joke. Just work on that. Just some feedback from a friend.
Thanks.
Notes from a friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you remember that column? Notes from a friend.
Yeah.
Dear Deidre.
My friend has this huge boil on the end of his... Yeah, anyway, come on.
Asking for a friend. It's not my
Billy,
day.
you clearly wrote to Deirdre on numerous occasions, didn't you? And it wasn't just for advice.
Claire Rayner was mine.
Oh, good God. Grim Sinclair with a super chat. He says the TTR theme song.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, it may upset certain people, though, if that was to be played before a match, I can guarantee you. You think the fork sticks are out now for us. Oh, dear me. James Kelly with a super chat saying, when are you going on the zip line, Paul? We've not forgotten. Well, when they do it next year, I can't do it when there's no zip line there. Otherwise, I will fall to my death.
And just so everybody has some reassurance, I'm signed up for the email updates now because I'm obviously the bravest one of the pack. So indeed, I will get a notification as soon as it becomes available, and we will be booking it. Don't worry.
Actually, to be fair, you know what it is? You talk about brave. However, I would cage dive with great white sharks. I want to do that. I would rather do that than a zip line.
Well, in the actual cage with you?
Have you seen that video where one gets in the cage?
One gets in, yeah. But the person didn't get harmed. The shark was just in a blazing panic. It was stuck in a cage and didn't like it.
It's like playing dominoes on a motorway.
Billy used to do that in the nightclubs on a Friday night. Huh?
It's like playing dominoes on a motorway. Like, you're going to get hit.
Yeah, yeah. Roadblock with a super chat saying, I like the green kit. Not least for the Saudi connection, giving the hypocritical southern tossers the two middle finger salute. I know, but there's ways and means. Anyway, did you say you had a beef, Billy?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Right, it's time to get the barbecue on and get those steaks burning because it's time for Billy's Beef.
Here's Billy.
Take that slice of beef and run with it, Billy.
Yeah, horseradish not needed. It's hot enough. This thing, what I saw today on the BBC Sport website this morning, just got 9 o'clock when I woke up, read the news. It boiled one's urine. And in this weather, it's easy to do, I know, but this really did boil my piss. PFA Players Player of the Year awards came out today, and we were lucky enough to have Alexander Isak quite rightly nominated in the main award. And then I looked at the Young Player of the Year. I saw Ethan Nwaneri of Arsenal, who's played about 10 games. Lewis Skelly played about 15 games, was sent off in 2 of them. Cole Palmer had half a season. The rest of it was shite. 1 or 2 others. And absolutely no mention whatsoever of Lewis Hall, who to me was the winner of that. Absolutely every time. He wins it for me. Young Player of the Year, no doubt about it. Should be in the Young Players Player of the Year. And what was Nwaneri got nominated? Yeah, he played about 10 times.
Yeah.
Why was Lewis Skelly nominated? I know he's flavour of the month for the press, but I think he played about 15 times, sent off twice. Cole Palmer again. It was good for part of the things he did part of the season. Vast majority, he was crap. And I can't remember I think Leon Ladat was another one. And also in the main one, Bruno Fernandes got nominated.
Yeah. Although, you know what, as much as I hate the guy, he did.
To be fair, I understand why he was nominated.
He was the only one that really played for Man United towards the back end of the season. As much as I hate the guy, but I don't think any Man United players should be there, given the season they've had, though.
Lewis Hall being omitted from that Young Players Player of the Year was absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Yeah,
it's a good point, Billy. It's a good point.
Where's Tino?
Yeah, I mean.
He deserves the nomination. I mean, amongst the other nominees, absolutely. Yeah. I don't think Tino had a fantastic season all season, to be clear. Really found his stride playing on the left, but yeah. All for sure.
And by the way, I just saw a comment raging through there when we were talking about shark cages, and somebody made a comment saying they can't get a cage big enough for you, Paul. Well, to address that, I have lost quite a bit of weight in the last 2 weeks because I'm now joined up with a gym. I'm swimming every day nearly, and I'm going to get myself back in shape. I am turning my life around because of what happened to me earlier this year. I need to look after my health, and I need to get myself fit again, or as fit as I can, given that I have this illness. I have to try and turn my life around. So I'm getting back in shape. My family have already looked at me and said, "Oh, you can tell you're losing weight. It comes off my face and stuff like that." So I am going to be back to what I used to be.
You protest all the time that you're a giant, though. It's probably to do with your height that you're hitting your head.
Well, you know what? I got a big surprise with Sam, right? Is when I went for the induction at the gym the other day, and you go on this machine that tells you what your percentage of body fat is and where you need to work on, and my body fat percentage was a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. And the guy who was putting me through this induction said, it's because obviously you're a big lad and you've played ice hockey for years and years and years. Therefore, a lot of the muscles are still there. And all it will do is your muscles will grow again. So basically what he said was in sort of 5 to 6 weeks, you will be a brick shithouse again. That's not really my aim, but obviously I can't help being the size I am. But it's to get my pot belly gone, which is I can actually see it. When I look in the mirror now, I can start to see things happening. What are you laughing at, twat?
I bet you can see things happening. It's good that you can see it again, though, Paul.
Well, yes. When I go for a wee at the toilet now, I can see what I'm doing. Which
can you piss standing up again?
Yes. But so I got quite a pleasant surprise, and doing the weights again. I'm talking about the weights, you cheeky bitch.
You walked into that. I didn't even say anything.
I did.
But well done on your fitness
journey.
It's hard to do. Good on you.
I do not want anything happening to me. What happened earlier this year on camera, it scared the shit out of me. And obviously with having Parkinson's, it's something I need to do, and I've needed to do for a long time. But I've had a real motivation and a real desire for, I got up last 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I got up and thought, right, that's it. I'm changing my life around. I'm making smoothies, Sam. I'm making smoothies for me breakfast.
Yeah, and ones, banana and strawberry, that kind of thing.
Bananas, blueberries, walnuts, 2 raw eggs, protein powder in there as well. And I tell you what, it's I haven't. I mean, you probably can't tell on my face because it's covered in hair. So if I do have a shave, then trim it down a little bit. You'll probably be able to see.
Hey, as well, you'll go much faster down the zip line when you do it. More aerodynamic.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, Sam. I've got that in mind as well. That I don't really want to, or get stuck halfway along and then be just hanging from the top of St James's Park because I was too fat to go down the zip line. So I'm really like motivated, and if anybody's in the same situation, get yourself in and just get that motivation for yourself and do it, because you'll feel a whole load better. I mean, it's incredible. And people used to say, get yourself exercise and you'll feel better through the rest of the day. And even though I came out the gym today sweating like an absolute pig, I did not feel better later on the day. I mean, listen, I can't walk very well because my muscles are like, that burning you get in your thighs and stuff like that. I mean, Billy has them for the different reasons.
What's it called? There's a word for it. Is it
lactic acid? Yeah. So
it's all about protein, isn't it? Apparently, the big key to all is get loads of protein down. Yeah. That's what I used to say to all the women I used to meet, and I used to have a good injection of this one.
Hey! I actually bought a whole chicken yesterday, so I had a smoothie for lunch with like loads of chicken. Not in the smoothie, obviously, but just eating loads of chicken.
Interesting concoction.
Yeah, Susan's joined up as well, so she's on a journey as well. So we can sort of motivate each other. So, we're going to get the kids involved, and but I have to say, Bannatyne's gym, by the way, is fantastic. Absolutely.
Which
incredible.
One is it?
The one at the cricket ground, Chesley Street.
Oh, I used to work at the one in Durham. So the person that like brings you in and signs you up. That was
yeah. Well, we were thinking about that one, but obviously the Chesley Street one, the cricket ground's a lot closer.
Oh, and it's class as well. Lovely.
But the thing is, it's got like this kind of seating area where you can go in the gym, and then it's got a Starbucks in there as well, so you can go and get a coffee and then go out and sit and watch the cricket for nothing.
That's fantastic.
So
you wouldn't like that, would you?
Well, I'm not a cricket fan, but there was a T20 on there today. The women's game was on first, and then the blokes were on later on. But cricket's not my scene.
No.
But, yeah, it's. I am on a journey, and I will keep you posted as to how that journey goes. Well, you're
trying to get yourself beach friendly, for your speedos when you hit the beaches at Fuerteventura. Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, 4 weeks on Sunday I go, Billy. So I'm trying to get quite a bit off before I go, because I want to go. When I got on the plane last year and literally sat down and put the seatbelt on, I couldn't adjust the seatbelt anymore. It was literally on its end.
Do you ask for an extension?
No. Why would I do?
Apparently, there are such things as extensions. Tell me how I know this, but there are.
There are.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I know that I'm going to get in that chair this time, and I'll be able to adjust the seatbelt to tighten it up a bit, because that's an indication. But
you got to fit in my log club as well in track 2.
Unbelievable. But anyway, have you got a bedtime story for us today, Billy?
Oh, no, I haven't. It's too hot for one of them. It's too hot for one of them.
It's too hot, man. It's hot.
All right.
All I will say to you is, this isn't really a story. But I was watching David Attenborough this morning on doing some science program. I thought I was dreaming, and he said, "And as the sperm swims towards the egg, I realise that I've totally fucked up this fried breakfast."
Can I leave early? That was horrendous.
Oh my God, Billy Trey, you are well and truly in the gutter, my man. Anya Kemp has sent in a super sticker. Thank you very much, Anya. Much appreciated. That is the end of TTR Friday, guys. Thank you so much for spending an hour with us in this blistering heat. My armpits are wetter than Katie Price's. I'm not going there. Anyway.
A mermaid's minge.
Thank you very much for watching, folks. Obviously, if there's any news breaking over the weekend, we will bring you that here on the Toon Review, despite some people not liking it. However, we will be back live Sunday night with another news show and a bit of banter, see how the weekend's gone, see if we're all still sweating like mooses or thunderstorms have cleaned things up. But please, can you vote for us in the Football Content Awards 2025? That is pinned at the top of the description. Just click on the link, and if you can put us in the category of Best Club Content Creator - Premier League. That's Best Club Content Creator - Premier League. That is the one that we need to go in, guys. So if you can keep voting for us, we'd really, really appreciate that. The voting's going to take place all summer, and then it's up to the judges. So please keep voting for the Toon Review. Do give it a like if you've enjoyed tonight's show, and subscribe if you are new, as we continue our journey towards 40,000 subs. And of course, thank you to Mamaroo Records for continuing to sponsor the channel, based in Whitley Bay, for all your music needs. And of course, they're online as well. That is pinned at the top of the description, alongside our website, thetoonreview.com, for all your merch, which Billy is wearing a t-shirt tonight. There you go. So have a look on there, get yourself something nice, and that also supports the channel. But thank you for your super chats, memberships, and mods. You've been fantastic as per usual. Thank you, Lady Sam, and to Billy, and to you guys out there. Thank you for all your support. We really, really do appreciate it. It's a big community here, and we love you all. But have a great weekend, folks. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Highway lads and lasses.
Come back and check out some green.